Okay, so here is the finished review of the FCS2 fins by UPSURF. If you haven't seen the other video specific to the fins where I review the fins themselves, I'll provide a link below in the description. This video is me surfing the fins in a 5/8 Firewire Spitfire model, which is a 31-liter board. It's quite big for me, and it's my groveler for really, really bad waves. But it's the only board I had that was meant to be a thruster. Uh, and if you were wondering, I'm 5'8", 145 pounds. So it is quite a big board for me. The fins themselves weren't too bad. I was actually surprised. I thought for sure that the imperfections that I went over in the previous video would be more obvious, but they weren't as obvious as I thought. And to be fair, there's a couple things going on. One, I don't surf this board too often, so coming off my 5'3" Seaside, which is a quad, onto a 5'8" board that's a thruster, that was already an adjustment that I had to make. Plus the fins aren't the templates that I would normally surf in small waves like this. Small mushy waves, I always recommend a large fin with a wide base. You want as much drive. So every time you kind of push on your foot, it's going to more or less push water and propel your board forward. And that's what they mean by drive. These fins here, the G templates, the G3, which is the small, G5 the medium, and this is the G7, which is the large fin. Even though it's a large fin, it doesn't have enough surface area at the base of the fin to propel me forward when I want to generate speed. It works fine, but it just, you can get more out of it if you have a wider base fin for smaller waves. So if you're a beginner or intermediate surfer, these fins aren't bad. But if you're an advanced surfer, it's probably not the fins for you, unless you just want to throw them into some beater board. One thing I want to mention though is at higher speeds, I did feel something, but not always. So I don't know if it was the wave or the board or the fins. At any rate, I can't say that I wouldn't buy these. I like the way they look, and it's a very good fin option for a beginner, someone like my daughter, who I plan to give this board to as her first hard board, and these fins will work. I don't want to drop $120 on a set of fins for her, so I'll just give these to her, and they, like I said, they look cool and they work.